And hello, Mark here. Let's talk about the cycles of ability. The cycles of ability are fundamental tools that you'll use everywhere in your life. And I mean everywhere, from brushing your teeth to competing in a game, everything. So let's go take a look. All right. Okay, I fixed it. Now, so this is about how to understand everything in your life and to make it super simple. Remember, if you can't interpret life on a super simple level, you're confused and you don't understand life well enough yet. It's a very powerful thing to get. And and what's almost counterintuitive until you think about it is that life's complicated. Well, you got to go out and learn that complicated stuff. And no, we want to find systems, cycles in nature, in time and space that repeat. And those simple principles that are right here, we're going to look at, are going to help you make everything simple. I mean, you'll be the person understanding whatever's happening as well as anybody on the planet that walks up next to you. That's what's going to happen. All right. So the power and grace of ability. This is a potential scientific term that could be accepted by science. I'd like that. Little old me, realtor for 38 years, right? So to have the ability as a human being, to move around, right? It's power and grace. Power and grace. This is in case you haven't watched the three elements, right? You have to be able to move. You have to have the strength to move or be still, right? You have speed. Can you go fast or slow? And then can you keep moving when you need to take care of life, right? Then knowledge, skill, and wisdom. You have to have the knowledge of what's there, what's out there. Where am I moving, right? What am I doing? I have to have the skill to move around and what's there. And then I have to have the wisdom of where to go and what to do. And maybe if I want to practice and get better, right? These are very simple tools to interpret your life, you interacting in life in every moment. These are a simple way to interpret why are you struggling and why are you doing well and how can you change how you're doing and improve it a little bit. These are the tools. All right. So from the most macro perspective, if we want any human being on planet Earth to understand life, where would we begin? I say right here, right here. There's time and space in your life, right? Every moment of your life, there's time and space, right? And things are moving around in time and space, right? In your daily life, since you were a child to now, stuff on planet Earth, things are moving around in cycles, right? And the big question, how's it affecting you? Hello, that's the big one. Got to finish that one. You're in trouble if you don't do number 3, right? You're in trouble. You can almost get rid of 1 if you want. You don't have to identify it as time and space. You kind of want to have that inclusion in your consciousness to take and think about it, right? You don't want to think you have it all here and there's more things over here that are impacting there, right? Time and space isn't a very effective way to start. Cause and effect, things happen. How does it affect you, right? Now, look at this. The next step. Hello, time and space. You think, you move. How's it affecting you? Hello, big one. Homeostasis, I should say habitats here. I could change those words. Order and beauty, right? Are you taking care of your home? I don't have my habitats on this page. Is it beautiful also? Is it effective for you? Are you appreciating the fact that you did it? This is time and space, right? Next, cycles of ability. So to be able to acquire knowledge, to acquire grace, right? To be able to live effectively and be happy, you have to acquire accurate, relevant knowledge. Big. You have to have accurate. If your knowledge is accurate, but it's not relevant to your daily life, who gives a hoot? I don't need that information. But if I see it and can watch it and observe it in my daily life, Sunday through Saturday, that's relevant. That's the stuff I want to know about, right? So what do you got to do? You got to perceive it. You got to take in the information. If there's any part of that information you don't take in, you've been misinformed by lack thereof information, right? You got to take it all in, right? You got to take it all in. You perceive, you make sure you're perceiving it. And probably while you're perceiving it, it takes a while to take it in, you're going to interpret it. You got to interpret it accurately and effectively. The laws of physics is how you'll do it, right? The cause and effect relationships that are happening in time and space. And then you're going to take in some psychology and some biology. And you're going to look at some social economics to take everything into account that's relevant, that's impacting your life, right? If you ignore any of those four things, psychology, biology, social, interacting with people, or the economics, well, you've ignored a very relevant aspect of your life, right? And then you realize, how did you do, right? Powerful stuff. You got to realize it. Once you get done, you got to, well, how does that impact me? That's what realize means, right? How does it impact me? Important, because there may be a better option. And if you have anything negative or neutral or blasé in your life, there's a better option. Promise you. Absolutely. And I'll show it to you. Hang around. Fundamental, right? To acquire grace, fundamental is pay attention to what's happening, process what's happening, and adapt. Yo, can it get any simpler? I don't think so, right? Acquire art. I worked long and hard to come up with Arc of Art. Long and hard now, I tell you what, that's at least 50 hours, at least. Of course, I probably spent, I don't know, several thousand hours on this project in the last 8-9 years, at least, maybe 10,000. I don't have to process it, how many hours I spend on it a week. But if you want to know the truth, you got to be curious. Nobody's going to give you the truth in this planet. You don't, especially if you listen to the news. I'm giving you the truth. You better verify it. You can't be trusting me. You don't know me, even if you know me. Double check it. Don't trust nobody. You should always be able to look out into the world and verify whether they're doing what you think they're doing. Very important in politics too, by the way. So you be curious what's out there. And then you want your curiosity to be effective. Movement is curious. Nurture, nutrition is effective. And then appreciate the fact you got the truth, right? These three, look at those 9. Huge. This is how you acquire knowledge about life over and over again. They'll always work, guaranteed. They're fundamental, whether you're learning how to brush your teeth or perform a brain surgery, everything in between. This is how you do it. And if you don't do these 3, your ability's been reduced, right? Period. Simple, right? I don't know. Can it get any simpler? I don't think so. Cycles of ability. Okay. Macro view. Big one, right? You have to be aware of what's happening in time and space. You have to have knowledge of it, right? Aware of it. And then knowing what you want, how it affects me, you go out and create it. You're aware of what you want, what's out there, what's possible for me, what options exist. I'm going to pick this one. I'm going to go create it. Right? And then I'm going to appreciate every step along the way, if I can. Probably miss 5 or 6 at least before I stop and go, hey, I'm doing a good job, right? But try to do it often, right? If you land in alpha and blitz, you'll feel the appreciation because you'll be aware that you're there doing that thing. And since you're programming yourself to be effective, you're always doing the right thing. You might be enjoying some wonderful, pleasureful experience, or you may be enduring some pain, straining yourself to get strong so you can be happy tomorrow, right? And you're appreciating every step along the way. Powerful stuff. Fundamental. We'll be talking about this a lot as you get into programming, right? Yourself, right? Movement. You got to move. Stay still or move. How does it nurture? When you move, are you moving effectively to nurture or nutrition? Give yourself nutrition and then rest. This cycle is everywhere. Making money, taking care of yourself, taking care of your relationship with somebody. Mommies and daddies, learn this. Care cycle. Remember, at any moment in time, at every moment in time, you just take a deep breath and you balance yourself, your body, taking care of your body, and then align it, right? Get it aligned. This is a good thing to start, right? The care cycle. So once you've aligned your body so that you have alignment, so you might not have as much pain in the future, then you relax. Then you move effectively and rest, or assess and appreciate, right? This is, you want to do this, 4,000 times a day. Right? Interesting stuff here. We're not going to talk about that though. So these are your cycles of ability. Very important. Remember, when you get into the video, the high performance, and also the next video you can watch, which is the awesome one. So you can be a doctor or a psychologist in your life and understand it as well as any doctor on planet Earth. You don't need no more information. No, thank you. Appreciate it. Now, me, I'd be interested as heck to talk to somebody really good, talk about it. Because, you can have all these little details. But in my mind, I'm always going to go positive, effective, dysfunctioning, not taking care of myself. It's always that, right? They have all these names, right? The great doctors, though, there's a great doctor back in the 60s. One of his names, like those big names, and he said there's too many diagnoses. There's too many sicknesses in the world. It's huge. This is the solution to that. Thank you. So this is what human consciousness can find when it spends several thousand hours searching. Right? The ability is big, right? Seeing you change. We're going to see that on the other video. Hope you like this video. Hope it touches your heart. Be positive. Be loving to yourself. Be loving to everybody. Quit hating. It's bad for you. Take care of yourself. Program yourself. Come back. Subscribe. Pray every day. Meditate. Contemplate on positive things every day. Bring that faith out into your life. And your life will get better. Love you. Take care. Love me back. Love everybody. Rock and roll.